Because of the trying times our black brothers are facing right now in America, I had to take us to a trip down memory lane with this review. I was very, very much of a youngster in rap music when I first listened to this album, and I was like, man, who is using jazz samples in 2015, man? To be honest, I found it very boring at first. I was also like, okay, it's a rap. Like Kendrick will never, ever, ever surpass Good Kid, Mad City, which for me I thought was the greatest album of our generation. At least I enjoyed the song I, which was released before the album. When I skipped plenty songs to get to the particular song, and I found out that it was altered to be stage performance, like I was even more annoyed. I didn't listen to the album again, except for the song "The Blacker the Berry," which my homie Evie, shout out Evie, man. Evie hated that song. This morning I was just playing songs randomly on my Techno H5 at Angola then, and by chance I stumbled across the last track, Mortal Man. I was blown away by the art of the song. The poem Kendrick recited to a synthetic Tupac was just damn, like it was breathtaking. I said I'd give the album another chance, and it was one of the best decisions I ever made. Like listening while trying to pay attention to the full details was crazy. Like there were talks on spirituality, politics, racism, depression, hypocrisy, and crime. He thought he escaped the trials of the ghetto on Good Kid, Mad City, only to find out he really hasn't. He couldn't run away from the mental struggle, especially as a black man in a place like America. Away from the project, the devil comes to seduce him to sell his soul a couple of times, but he fought the temptation. Then going back to the hood and finding out some of the people he grew up with were thinking poorly of him. Then going to Africa for a life-changing experience which would change his mentality forever as a musician, as an activist, and as a humanitarian, and like trying to sew everything together by questioning his fans' loyalty. Remember when he said when the shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? Yeah. Especially if he goes through this particular pro black route. This might also be the most significant album of the 21st century, content-wise. Like his versatility while trying to convey different emotions is really underrated. Just listen to you, like especially the drunken parts, to grasp what I'm saying. Like you really get angry and agitated listening to the song "The Blacker the Berry," and the interludes were just crazy. It was crazy, man. Like he uses different techniques here, just like in Good Kid, Mad City, and he murdered everything. On the second track, For Free, he portrays the devil as a female trying to play mind games with him. I beg, this guy is just too clever now. He's just too clever. Then the production began to make sense. Like I now noticed how they updated jazz on the song Alright. It was crazy. Like even the song These Walls got better with each listen. The amount of time and effort put in the creation of this album, like this is why Kendrick competes with himself and himself alone. It's way more than just rapping. Like this is like a movie too. Like my awareness and IQ really elevated to another level because of this album. This album is so advanced. Like after George Floyd and some other blacks were killed sometime this year, people were saying Kendrick and J. Cole were not being vocal enough to support the black race. And when he said, and we hate Po when the killer's dead in the streets for sure. Nibble here, where did you keep your ear? Huh? Where did you keep your ear? Get out of here, man. To pimp a butterfly for me, it means more than just being a superstar. There are other things like being an activist and a humanitarian too. This is one of the greatest albums of all time.